measure turbidity, which is essentially how clear water is or isn't, based on all the suspended matter that's in there from, algae, from contaminants, from pollutants and sediment, clays and silts. We're next going to measure temperature. So each person will have what? A thermometer. So we'll have our thermometer. It has a great little pin on it. You'll have it in your bucket of water. You measure it. It's measured in Celsius. So we're going to look at it and we're say, oh, that's 25 degrees Celsius, which converted is roughly what? My math people? 77 degrees Fahrenheit. That's right. Great swimming weather. But we still probably will swim in the creek, okay? All right, so they'll also do that in their chart. Next, what we're going to do is measure dissolved oxygen. Now, dissolved oxygen is super, super important, right? Because dissolved oxygen is another one of those reasons it's going to tell us how healthy our water is or isn't. So, high degrees of dissolved oxygen for great aquatic life and aquatic growth. Low degrees of dissolved oxygen, that's right, you named it, not a lot of aquatic growth, okay? So hopefully we ran somewhere in the middle. One of the great things that you have is this little wonderful chart right here, which gives you instructions on how to do it. Now each kid will have this because it'll be in their workbook. You'll have the nice little laminated copy. And on the back side is the color chart. So this is measured in ppm, which stands for parts per million. And that's how they record it. So it's either going to be an 8, it's going to be 4, or it's going to be a 0, all right? We're hoping to be somewhere around 2, maybe 3, which would be great. So what you'll do is you'll take these about 125 right here, which is all the way to the top. And this is glass. Everything else is plastic, so you'll be very careful with your kids in this one, okay? Because it is glass. If we were in a classroom, they'd probably say plastic only. You're going to take your dissolved oxygen tablets, which are these guys right here, okay? Now, they do say DO on them, all right? So when you're talking to your students, say, hey, make sure you grab the silver package, because they're all silver packages, that say DO, all right? Dissolved oxygen. They're going to pop 2 of them in there. Now, this is the easy part, okay? So they have their water sample. You got to have your cap as well, okay? And you're going to pop 2 of your pills in here. Make sure I do this right. There's 1. And there's 2. All right. You cap it. The cap's a tight fit, and you're going to shake it up. Shake it up. You don't really need to sing if you don't want to, but you just want to shake it up really, really well. You want them to dissolve. You want them to break up. All right. Keep shaking, keep shaking, keep shaking. I would sing you another song right now if I knew another shake song, but other than shake it on baby, twist and shout, twist and shout. Come on and shake it now. Come on and shake it. Show me what your dissolved oxygen and how it counts. Yes, that's right, folks. I'm gonna be on the next American Idol, if that thing even still exists. I really don't know. But this at all is gonna take about 5 minutes. If you look at your chart. So what it's gonna say is after you've capped it, you're going to mix by inverting the tablets for about, 4 minutes. And then we're going to wait 5 minutes, okay? So you're going to have a stopwatch with you, all right? And I will grab my phone as my timer. So this is the fun part where you kind of have that dead time, where it's really, really important to have those conversations with your kids about the test that maybe you just did. So we've done turbidity, we talked about temperature, so we can say, hey, what are the things that we now know about turbidity that we didn't know before, all right? Because a lot of times it might be the kid's first time hearing that word. Now granted, they're in fourth grade, so earth science is a thing, right? They're doing a lot of that, so some of them may know, some of them may not know. Temperature, you can talk about things like, well, what kind of temperature would you like to swim in, right? What kind of temperature do you think supports aquatic life, that kind of stuff. So, but we've talked about it a little bit. We're almost there to a completely dissolved. As you see, our color is starting to change, right? So you ever check pool chemistry, right? We're gonna check pH. Usually don't check a lot of dissolved oxygen. So you're gonna take your tablets here, and the the key here is to avoid putting it in direct sun, all right? Kids will want to do that, right? They want to go where there's sunlight, but not direct sunlight funneling through. So really what the instructions say is to take your thing and put it up against that right there, okay? So that is a 4, right? So 4 parts per million. Is that good or is that bad? That's good, right? We said those higher levels of dissolved oxygen support a lot of variety in your aquatic environment. So this concludes your dissolved oxygen. All right, once again, you have your card, give you step-by-step instructions. The kids will have it too, so they can reference it. You can reference it while you're teaching. Plus, you have another index card which talks about levels of dissolved oxygen, what higher levels equal, what lower levels equal, that kind of stuff. If any of this goes too fast for you, plus replay, or just Google it too. There's some great information out there on the web. So this concludes dissolved oxygen temperature. We'll pick you up on the flip side with ammonia, nitrate, and phosphate.